I'm Carmen Wong Ulrich, and on the money tonight, buying or selling real estate is about three things: location, location, location. We have local solutions for your real estate dilemmas. You know, in the real estate market these days, whether you're buying or selling, you need everything available on your side. However, there's one thing you can't really change or improve, and it's a very, very important factor. That's location. Joining us now, Dolly Lenz, Vice Chairman of Prudential Douglas Elliman, one of the largest real estate brokers in the country. Dolly, now we heard that pending home sales have gone up 3.2%, but that's a national number. And when you break it down, the numbers are very different, tell a different story across the country.
They always tell a different story. Every market is unique. This story was the South is up 8.5%, which is great. The Midwest is up 3.9%. The Northeast is down 5.7%, but that was expected. The Northeast got into this late, and we're going to come out of it late.
Yeah.
The West was very surprising. That's down 1%, and we really expected that to be up. It's up 8% year over year, but down 1% this time.
Yeah, because and why do you think that is? Because I know that everyone's kind of rooting for, between California and Nevada, they really just got hit so hard.
Exactly, and that's why it's surprising. We really expected it to be up because people are buying up all these foreclosed homes. So maybe people are taking a break.
Yeah.
We'll see next
1%.
month.
Hopefully it'll be up next time. Now we've got Sonia in Ossining, New York. Sonia, you're on the money line.
Hi.
Hello, Sonia. Talk to us.
Well, we're trying to sell our home. Many neighbors have called it the most beautiful house in the village, which has always made us very proud. It's over 2,600 square feet of living space, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a large master suite with a custom walk-in closet and dressing room. The home has been restored without losing any of its old-world charm. A professional cook's kitchen, a sun porch off the living room, and Hudson River views throughout. It's truly breathtaking. We have 2 questions. First, we have 100% equity in our home. We own it outright, and in order to open it up to as many different buyers as possible, we're offering owner financing. Could you tell us what the pros and cons of owner financing are? And secondly, how do you think prospective buyers might react to our offering the property for rent simultaneously?
Oh, those are interesting questions. Sonia, I want to tackle first, though, your location, because I know that you noted to us that your home is actually well above the kind of the average going price in your location. So I wanted to address that first with you, Dolly.
Well, that's always an issue. To be at the top of the market of any market is an issue. And now with first-time home buyers really entering the market, it's a bigger issue than normal. However, the house is so beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
It's a bedroom community.
Yeah.
You may get somebody really that's looking to downscale from someplace else. They really want it to be somewhere else, but they'll look at this because it's so beautiful. And I think you're really well positioned with your owner financing, with the possibility of renting. I think it's great, Sonia, that you're really looking at everything. You're so forward-thinking, and that's what you need today, to be really forward-thinking.
How does owner financing play in this? Is this an advantage for her? Is this going to be worthwhile for her? And is it a selling point?
It'll get her attention, so I think it's an advantage, at least from that standpoint. Look, owner financing is not an easy thing to pull off. First, you have to assess the risk, so you have to know who you're financing for. And secondly, you have to then manage the risk, which is collected every month, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not an easy thing, but it's an added value to her sales process.
Okay, and then in terms of renting the home, it's such a beautiful home, but can you list it and rent it at the same time?
I think it's the best idea because it gives you more possibilities to position the home to sell or to rent. So if she's going to rent it, just make sure the rent is high enough that it's not turning off a buyer from saying, gee, that's all it could rent for.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure it's positioned well. But if it is, I think it could be terrific. It's added value again.
Sonia, beautiful, beautiful home.
Yeah.
And I just want a quick question to you guys out here. Owner financing, John?
I agree. It definitely does open the option, especially for consumers who are having a very, very hard time qualifying because either they don't have 20% to put down, and that's what the mortgage lenders want.
But then isn't the risk on Sonia?
The risk is, she gets to become a bank, and how many banks didn't realize how to lend money for the past 2 or 3 years?
Sonia, I'm scared for you.
No, but I'll tell you, if you do it right, if you get a good team together, a great attorney, the documents obviously should be perfect, someone to help you assess the risk, maybe a mortgage broker or a banker friend, then you really could pull it off.
Here's what banks are asking for right now, and she can actually take this and incorporate this if she does have an offer where owner financing comes into play. Mortgage lenders are looking for 10 to 20% down, which basically infuses immediate equity into the home.
Sonia,
if
go
you-
for 20.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
So if you have to
Go for 20.
foreclose, and then you've got all your bases
And great
covered.
credit scores and all that. But yeah, definitely, Sonia, I would say this is a risk for you, but also too, this may be a great selling point for the home.
Yeah, one final thing is that was a common way of financing back in the 1980s when interest rates were at 16, 18%. So we're really just seeing the cycle turn around again. And, you're absolutely correct. You better get your team together, but it's not a bad idea.
All right, great. Thank you so much, Sonia. Please keep us posted. Mike in Stinson Beach, California. You are next. Mike, talk to us.
Hi there.
Hello.
We put our home on the market in September of 2008, right at the beginning of the downturn out here. We had no choice at the time to put it on the market. It's a beautiful house. It's a two-story home, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Was fully remodeled, gourmet kitchen, master bedroom suite, all updated bathrooms. Has an amazing ocean view, and it's about 5 minutes walk to probably the nicest beach in Northern California, Stinson Beach. The challenge seems to be that we had it as a permanent residence, and this is really a vacation residence community. So, how do you position a home in a market where people don't have to buy? It's a want to buy market. That's our sort of first challenge.
Mike, this is a very interesting conundrum because this is where location is really essential. The community around you, why people live there, why people buy there, and living full time in a vacation community. That's going to be a big challenge for Mike, right?
It's a challenge, but it's not insurmountable. Just like he moved in there, lived there for 5 years, and he was a primary resident, you need to find another primary resident to take his place. I think the bigger problem he has is that the home looks empty. Empty homes send a lot of signals. They send signals that maybe somebody's anxious. They send signals.
Pressure.
Something went wrong. I think it's a mistake to have an unstaged home. Now, it's expensive to stage a home, but there are ways to cut back on that expense. Mike, you can go to a furniture rental company. Now they're doing deals. They'll come in with a decorator. They'll set you up for 3 months. And you do a 3-month package to rent the furniture. It'll look better, it'll sell faster, and if you're planning to rent it for this season, which I think is, by the way, is a very good idea, it'll solve that problem too. It's odd to rent something for the season that's not furnished. So I think that's the best thing you should do first.
Yeah, it's a beautiful home. Mike, what do you think about investing that money in staging the home?
Well, I think obviously the staging had come up before in September when we first put it on the market. We felt that the market was so down that it might not be worth it. But now I think the summer rental thing is a much more interesting idea for us. We are interested. It is a very active market for rentals this summer, and you're right. It is impossible to rent without furniture.
Yeah,
right.
So that could potentially solve both problems for us.
And you should also take lots of shots while it's furnished. Use that opportunity to get all your marketing and collateral materials together. So when you relist it or list it for sale seriously in September, you're ready. You've got everything going for you.
That's great. Thank you so much, Mike. Please keep us posted. Now we have another Mike. Mike in North Palm Beach, Florida. Mike, talk to us.
Hi. We have a waterfront condo in North Palm Beach in a great gated community called 12 Oaks that is centrally located near lots of shops and restaurants. Our condo has about 1,535 square feet of living space with 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, gorgeous views of the water from the living room and the large master bedroom. Community has 4 pools, 4 tennis courts. For us, this is an investment property, but our current tenant is moving out soon. So I really have 2 questions about this. Because our condo is waterfront, I know we can sell it easier than other properties, but in the current real estate market, should we be trying to sell it or rent it?
Yeah, what do you think? I mean, he's at a turning point here. Do we
I
sell,
would go with both. I mean, why are we limiting it? Put it on the market for sale, put it on the market for rent at numbers that don't hurt the sale again, and you'll see whichever one comes first and makes most sense for you at the time, work it out. I have to tell you also, you can do a rent with an option to buy, and maybe that's the way to finally sell it.
It's a beautiful home.
It is beautiful and a great location.
Mike, what do you think?
That makes a lot of sense to me. My follow-up question is, can buyers get financing on condos in South Florida in the current market?
Yes, they can. I mean, you're a second home, you're an investment property. It's more difficult for you, but for a primary resident, there is financing available.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Mike, and thank you, Dolly.